And we can also come in here and we can take a look at, let's take a look at Kubuk here. He can, V, to look at all his stuff. He wants, what's going with this? Who is this guy? Oh, the sheriff wants all this stuff? Oh yeah, sheriffs are picky. Enter, we'll look at him. I feel so good. Euphoric due to inebriation. Frustrated, considering the scarcity of cages and chains. Oh yeah, he's the sheriff. We need a jail. Okay. Pleasure, near her own fine bed. That's where she wants her own bedroom. Embarrassed sleeping in a poor bedroom. Well, we can make that a little nicer as we smooth that stone out. Romantically evolved with... Oh, yeah, you again. Wait, is Zuntier the same guy? Is this the same person we're looking at? Or is there multiple things going on here? Evolved with Kubuk. Yeah, just the one. Okay. Remembering talking with a friend. Pleasure after satisfying acquisition. You found something, eh? Sleeping in a good bedroom. Hey, you like your bedroom, eh? I like your bedroom, too. We can see that Toasted is in here worshipping. Yeah, we can see what he does. We got a few worshippers going on in their new temple. Excellent. Makes them happy. We want happy dwarves. Sad dwarves are not okay. You remember that slab we made a long time ago for... I wonder if I should let him turn into a ghost first. No, we'll there's my two missing, my dead missing. My yak bowl's gone and my planter. We should probably engrave a stone before it gets too carried away. So let's go to the craft store shop with that. So we made a slab, remember, a long time ago. We're going to take that slab and we're going to go take it over to the craft store shop and we're going to etch his name into it and say, we love that guy. He was great. We're sorry we crushed him. So create new task, A, and we're going to engrave memorial slab. And we're going to make it into the name of Keycrossed. That guy. Okay. Actually, I'm going to say do that now. Plus to go down, in for now. Yeah, so if you ever get ghosts haunting your temples, that's why. I've never really dealt with aquifers either. Aquifers are annoying. I always just avoid them. Apparently the new update has fixed them a bit. Oh yeah, we can't have a priest. Right. So Toasted the Hammerer. Where are you at? You're in this one. So Toasted. Let's make him our priest. We don't have a lot of dwarves for this, but which one was that? Was this one? So let's add a performer anyway. We're gonna let Toasted do some dancing in here. It kind of takes him away from his job, but he'll do some dancing. People will like that. It'll be nice. We want a box and a bag there. Let's go ahead and... I think I have one. Yeah. We'll add in one of those chests. A walnut wood chest there. The chest for him and make him happy. We can put him in... I think I didn't buy the instrument because they ran off on me. Those jerks. Not that one. What is it? Is it Shift I? Yeah, I don't have any instruments, so I can't put anything in there. Hey, Adam. Happy New Year. Question in Fortress mode first try. Can adventure mode help me get used to this game? No. They're quite a bit different. Okay, so temples are done. Now we should make... let's make this room into an inn. So, same thing. This one is a... we already marked this as our dining room a long time ago. We can just come in here and assign this as a location just like we did before. But a new one. A for adding. And we can say, I would like this to be an inn/tavern. So and it's now the Fenced Onions. So now we're going to get people from all over the world. We're going to come in and have a bite to eat. Maybe have a drink. Maybe we'll get some bards in here singing and making people happy. Maybe we can have some elves we can come murder. Put some tables in here. We got one table left. Maybe make some more tables. Let me show off the manager screen. Yeah, so maybe you're tired of hitting Q and having to go to the carpenter shop over and over again. It just wears you out. So maybe we need to go to U, and then while in U, we can hit M for manager. There's no active work for it. So now we can say, I would like you to make me some things. I want a Q new order. I would like, let's type in, do I type in things? Type in parts. Yeah, so we're going to type in, I want tables. T-A-B-L-E. We can say, I want rock tables. Enter. How many do you want? I would like 5 tables. Okay, so now my manager will come in here. We can say, there are also conditions. You can also do all kinds of things with this, but like how many you want. Like make sure you have at least this many. But that's where details. You can say what material wanted out of. Is it conditions? Yeah, so if we run out, then you can... This is a one-time order, but you can do it where you've got at least one table at all times. This is a basic order for tables, though. So we'll do 5 tables. And then my manager, Vukar, will run to his office, which he doesn't have yet, and he'll go make sure that is happening. So let's go give Vukar an office. Assign that to Vukar. There. And who else wants an office? I know the sheriff does. I'll give him a different one, though. Looks like just the sheriff, I guess. Sheriff needs to be downstairs. I'm going to go one more level down. We're going to dig a... I'll just do it up downstairs, which is I. On this level. We'll do another level down here. We're going to make our jail cell down here. So we'll set... let's do like that. We'll do a single door, and then our jail can be there. And then we'll have an office here for the sheriff. Like that. Job manager is super useful. Yes, it certainly is. Certainly. Especially when you start getting, 100 dwarves in here. It becomes very useful. Okay. How many dwarves do we have? We have 16 dwarves, which means we need more bedrooms. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. We should probably have some bedrooms. Let's see. Can I fit these in here like I want? If I do like that, and then do... Let's do... I'm going to do this. We could do a single one. You know what? Forget that. We'll put more bedrooms downstairs. If we got Z levels, let's use them. So we're going to dig out. This is supposed to be guild hall land, but we're going to go and put in some bedrooms in here also. 1, 2, 3. So we'll put it like that. And we're going to go with my usual thing. Plus, it look real nice whenever it's all in there. All packed in there. Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. So this will give us a few more rooms for our dwarves. We'll make some more beds. I really like new update. My favorite parts of this game, is the living world part of the game, and that seems to be one of the biggest part of the new update is that. So yeah, I like it. Okay, that's good for now. I want guild halls. Let's do those over... I was going to do it on that side. We'll do it over here. So just like the temples. I'm going to set these things up. I'm going to set up just a bunch of little rooms for people to gather. The way these things work is folks will come in. Like all the miners can have a place to chat. It's like the miners club. And we can have the carpenter club. And it's really more ideal for bigger fortresses. I don't know why I'm doing double doors there. Oops. It's fine this way. So you can have people gain skills. So basically what's going to happen is my miners will all go and gather down there. And then they'll have a talk. And so the good miner will chat with the other miners and say, hey, this is how you mine things. And they'll learn how to mine better. And people will come from miles away to hear about the wild stories of being a miner. We do have a table that has been made. So let's set one up there. We got one. Is this order happening? We can go Hugh and then M. Looks like we have 4 left. So one has been made. So we got 1 table has been made. Good job, Vukar. I wonder if it's an ideal for guild halls like with sparring rooms. I don't know. Oh, sparring rooms. Right. The barracks. I have a barracks here I haven't made yet. Okay. Let's work on our barracks. So I would like to start building some beds. BB. I need more beds. Let's use the manager. So you and then M for the manager. We're going to make a new order. Actually, I'm going to try an interesting one. So let's do a new order. I want beds. Construct bed. Okay. I'm going to say 1. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to say I would like conditions. So, is it that one? I'm not used to doing this. I don't usually mess with this. Check daily if we have enough. I want at least... where's item number? Item number. at least one. Make sure there's at least one bed in stockpile. So I just did in to add that in. This is not beginner stuff. And then so every day he's going to go in there, stop by, take a look. Oh, yeah, look, there's a bed. Done. And then when there's not one, he'll see there's no bed. He'll go to the what's his face, and he'll say, hey, no bed. And he'll go make it. Okay. Done. Okay. Done. So, PNR all you need to change the number on the product. Oh, okay. Ding. Ding means May. Oh, people are coming. Okay, we have visitors. We can hit A and see what we got. We got Mayfall, the poet. We have Ellie, the elf pikeman, whom we hate elves. We hate them. And so we can also go to U and we can see we've got these two guys are coming to visit. They're coming to visit because we built a tavern. We also built some temples. So they're coming to visit us and see what we've got here. Here's the elf right there, the E. He is a pikeman, so he might be actually kind of good at fighting. We have a human bard coming in. He's coming in to just have a drink. That woo-woo sound is our bed has been completed. Which we'll set up now. I need actually a few beds, so I'm actually going to mark a few beds to get made. Oops. Right now. Just to get ahead of that. Elves can have good exotic animals. Right. They when they come to trade with you, they can. We have an elf. We may not be able to kill him. We haven't made any weapons or anything yet. We don't really have much of a military. Let's go do that. So let's go. We made a bunch of archers, right? So we need bolts and quivers and bows. So let's go go back to B to build and W for workshop, and we're gonna go into a bowyer's shop, B. And we're gonna throw it in here with all of our other stuff. It's ugly, I know. I'm sorry. Right there. Make it out of chalk. So at a bowyer, we make bows. And we can also set up... Let's choose the item in the conditions menu for those beds. Do I? It seems like it's going. It's working. We're going to go to Craftsdorf. We're messing with those shell things still, but I'm going to tell you to make... Can I make shell bolts? No. I can make bone bolts, though. Bone bolts are kind of terrible. Oops. Q, and then... I like this thing. Add task. No, wrong one. This guy. We can make wooden bolts, which is fine. Wooden bolts. Make me a bunch of wooden bolts. And then... If we happen... My table thing is done. If we happen to have any leather laying around, I would like to have a couple quivers. I think we have a few already. Can I tell you to put these things back? Okay. Couple more beds. No more beds. So we'll make this thing into a... Is that bed actually in there? I think it is. Let's go and highlight this chair. Make this into a bedroom. It's going to spill out a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. If I had doors, it wouldn't do that. But we're going to hit enter and make this into a barracks. Okay, now the Misty Ships. You can see we got a new thing here. Misty Ships has popped up. We got new buttons down here. So we want the Misty Ships to... We'd like them to sleep here. They don't get bedrooms anymore. They can sleep down there. They can equip here as well. They can also train here. You can see it's highlighting these things. They can squad equip and equip. It's fine. It's fine. Everything. Just going to highlight everything. So you're going to grab your gear. Everything's going to get thrown in this room. We can put in like an armor stand and a weapon rack, and that'll help hold their stuff also, so they have things around. But there we go. That's all there is to it. So they should go and hang out in this spot, even when they're training. Let's go make a couple more beds here. I've got one bed there, so we're just gonna line up a row of beds for them to work. We need a training spot though, so we need like this is archers, right? So we need archery targets. Shift A, and we're gonna throw it in like right there in the corner. Sure, and we'll make it out of petrified wood, so they can have something they can shoot. They also need cabinets and all kinds of other things. So let's go ahead and get all that stuff made for them. So here at the Mason shop, I'm gonna make an armor stand for them. I'll make a weapon rack also, so they can carry their weapons around. We can give them a... this is also their bedroom, so we can give them a coffer, like a chest. And we can give them a cabinet to stash their clothes and things in. We'll probably use a couple of those, actually. Is FPS death still a thing as far as I know? Yeah. This is the most taxing, ugly game you've ever played. How's those bedrooms doing on this status? Oh yeah, they're all done. We need lots of beds. I'm gonna do with them this first. Those people that don't have beds, it's okay. Slaughter your animals for bone bolts, but isn't wood better than bone, even for bolts? With the bone, we do have a little bit of bone because we slaughtered that bull. We can make armor out of it. Let me show that, actually. Let me go here. I'm going to go to my craft dwarf. I'm going to add a bone. Let's make a bone leggings. A bone helmet. That seems cool. Let's do it now. And so we should grab the bone from the bull, and we'll craft up a bone helmet. And I'll show how to give it to one of our soldiers. I think that's you can see him right there. He just walked in there with some bone to make that. I think he's working on it right now. And he'll go dump it off in here somewhere. More beds. More beds. Bone equals wood, does it? I always thought bone was worse than wood. 1 stack of bone makes 5 bolts, 1 log sticks 25. Okay. So that helmet should be done. So let's equip our dwarves. Is this bowyer done yet? It is. Let me go tell you to make some wooden crossbows. Make me a few wooden crossbows. All right, let's go to the military screen. All right, more military things. So I'm sorry, kind of bouncing around here, but no really other way of doing this. We're going to take Udil, the Militia Commander. I'm going to equip you. So it has a check mark. It means he has something already. He already has leather armor, which he found somewhere. He also has a ranged weapon that he found laying around somewhere. I guess maybe we had a crossbow. If we wanted to change this, we can hit enter to make it go away. And then everything we can add to this guy's uniform is up here. So I can hit Shift W, and I can specify what I want him to have. I can say, you know, individual, whatever you want ranged, whatever you want, whatever. I can specify just grab a crossbow, grab warhammers, whatever I want this guy to have. Or I can say go grab a specific thing. There's a bronze crossbow laying around out somewhere. We must have brought that, I guess. So go use that, which is probably what he had before. The headwear, he'll only grab leather headwear. We can enter, make it go away, and hit Shift H to grab a helm. And there's a whole list, same thing. I can say grab whatever headwear there is out there, whether it be maybe it's a hunting bow. Maybe it's a cloth hat. He would go grab it. Or we can say specific. I want you to grab a helm or a cap, or any of these other things, veils, you know. Or I can say I want you to grab that yak bone helm. There you go. So he's gonna go get that, and we can equip these guys individually that way if we want to. I'm kind of a fan of going in and you can actually make up a new uniform, and which is here, and make up a whole new uniform, which is just the basic things, just armor or just leg wear, you know. So they grab whatever they want. They're not the best equipped, especially early off in the game, but for now the archer thing, just as long as you've got quivers, it's fine. And is this thing done yet? No. We'll get that. We'll get that archery target eventually. That elf is here. Should we go kill that elf? Maybe we can kill an elf. We could try killing the human first. He is a pikeman. We can kill him. We can kill him. Let's go kill something. All right, we've got a military. There's an elf in our fortress, and we know what we feel about elves. Yeah, he probably will, but we're still gonna take him out. So let's go. Hey, Scald, how's it going? Let's go into our military menu, which was S. Remember, we moved those guys before. We're going to tell them A. We're gonna highlight them. We're just gonna station them first. I want all you guys to come stand in the dining room. Oops, wrong way. Okay, space. So they have changed. You can see their faces have changed. Let me zoom in here. Their faces have changed, and they are heading towards this elf. We're going to come stand here in the dining room. We've got 2 of them here. Here comes the 3rd one. We've got number 4. And is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got one more waiting on. Here he comes. He's grabbing his... what's he doing? Here he comes. Okay. They're all there. They're all staring at the elf. They got their fists ready to go. This guy's standing here armored with a pike. He's going to destroy us. But we must kill him because elves are not allowed in this place. We're going to go to S, and we're going to hit A again to highlight it so it's blue, and we can kill them. We can hit K, attack, and we can highlight the guy. We have Ely, the pikeman. We can also kill from a list if we want to. We're going to hit enter on that guy, and spacebar. And away they go. It's very fast. Oh, somebody is shooting. You can see some bolts shooting from this guy. If we want to know what's happening, I've paused it again. We can hit R. Remember, R is fighty time. And these are all the things happening. So this is where the game gets crazy. So let's hit enter on the pikeman. So the pikeman's jumping away. He's just jumping around. He's just scared because he's a coward. He's an elf. Let's go look at my Mark's dwarf Stackhood, who is battle rages. I feel no terror. He's just shooting things. Well, somebody do something. Well, nothing's happening. Oh, something exciting. Well, we're gonna chase this guy around. Let's go ahead and highlight this elf. I went V on the elf, and we're going to F follow, and we're gonna let him go. We can do one step, which is period, and see things a little slower. A little slower. A little slower. What did he hit? What happened to him? The dogs. Yeah, see the dogs there standing at the gate. Blocked him, and we can see what they did. You heard the sound. Let's go see what the dog did. Hunting dog misses. The war dog attacks the pikeman. He jumps away. The war dog bites the elf pikeman in the right hand, bruising the skin. Well done, buddy. Through his wood gauntlet. And he's just scared. Hunting dog's missing. He's terrified. I must withdraw, he says. He's terrified. So now we're gonna keep on going. We could lock him in, but we end up killing ourselves. Here comes a bolt. Green shot a bolt. Here it comes. Flying towards the elf. It's going to be a miss. Probably. Where'd you go? Look for, there he is up there. So I'm doing just real slow, one step at a time. We getting smacked. We can look a little further. The spear dwarf attacks the pikeman. He jumps away. Spear dwarf punches the pikeman in the upper arm with his hand, with her hand, bruising the muscle through the cloak. The guy's scared. Okay, we got him. We're gonna let this thing run. We're just going to slaughter the guy. And you can see blood is getting squirted everywhere. It's terrible. Let's go look at this. What got him? So the dog is biting. You can see the dog starts from the top going down. The dog is biting through the gauntlet. Bites the pikeman in the dog jumps up, bites the pikeman in the upper front teeth, and his teeth went flying away. Good job, dog. He scratches the pikeman in the back teeth. Attack glances away. The force is bending the head. The dog's the fighter here. Bites them in the left hand. The motor nerve has been severed, which means he loses the ability of using his hands. The dog bites the pikeman in the head, tearing the muscle. The dog has latched on firmly. The dog is biting, and he ain't letting go. The stray hunting dog shakes the elf pikeman. Oh, the hunting dog's got him too. The hunting dog has grabbed him onto his hood. He latched on firmly. He's shaking the pikeman around by the head, tearing apart the head's skin. So, my dogs are destroying this guy. And now he's probably on the ground. We can probably look at this guy. Skull's been bruised. It doesn't say he's fallen over, but I'm pretty sure he is out. The hood's getting ripped to shreds. Yeah, he's bad day to be an elf. There we go. And you can see there's now an elf body on my blood-covered bridge here. I don't think we even got hurt. He didn't do anything. He just ran away. So there we go. And that's what you do whenever elves show up. If there's any questions, that's how we do it. What other game can you bite someone's front teeth? That's right. All right, we got a human poet from coming in. We'll leave the humans alone. It's okay. That elf will get carried over here to the graveyard. We're not gonna do anything with him. He's just gonna hang out there. All right. Let's go make a guild here. So let's go put in I'm gonna go to I, just like we did with the temples. I'm gonna put in some guild halls, and we're gonna go M for meeting place, L for location, and again add another location. This is gonna be a craft guild hall. So this is all for specific things, not fighting things. This is jobs. Like we could have a surgeon hall. We don't have any surgeons around. You can see what we've got here. This is in the fortress. Who does what jobs? So we have a cook. If we had multiple cooks, we could have this one cook come in and tell other cooks how to be a good cook. We got 5 farmers for some reason. No, we have 2 fishery workers. Not really, I really want to do with this. Crash work might be nice to have, actually. We have a ranger. All these guys are, well, we do have 3 woodworkers, a couple miners. Let's do the crafts dwarf hall. That seems useful. There's only 1 guy. We'll get another one. The basement of rope. And same thing. We can do this multiple times. And make another location, make another guild hall, and say, we'll do a woodworker one. And so the right raptor will be done that way. And so what's going to happen, you'll see what's going to happen here in a second. Yeah, military demonstration, but for skills is exactly what it is. And we'll see in here, whenever people come, they'll start heading down there and explaining how to do whatever job they do. The line maker's listening to a story. What kind of story you got? In the early summer of 132, the human Pan Latherhips became a exalted sky of the sect of heaven. I don't know what that means. Who's telling this story? Must be one of the humans. Yeah, this Scythe over here is telling me the story. We can see he's telling the same story that everyone's listening to. Okay, and that's how you learn about the world that's going on outside. You can't apprentice, yes. So your newbies will learn to do those jobs better. See, one of my military guys is hanging out in here. My archery target isn't made yet. Not sure what we need to do to get that done. Where are we digging? We can hit A. You can always hit A, and then if you want to see where something's happening, you hit Z on it. Oh yeah, the sheriff. Oh yeah. Let me give him a bed. Here you go, buddy. Have a bed, and I'm going to give you a chair. I need a chair. Do I have a table? I do have a table. Let me throw that in over on this. We'll put it right here. That's intimidating. He's going to want like an armor stand and all that stuff. Build H, a container. We'll throw the chest over here by his bed. You have a chest? Oaken chest. He's going to want a F is a cabinet. I don't have any cabinets yet. All right. So back to the carpenter, who's making a bunch of beds. We can do this at the mason. You're making 1 cabinet. Make me another armor stand, another weapon rack, and table and a couple more chairs. Children will go to guild demonstrations. I don't know. I don't know if it would train. I don't know. That's an interesting idea. All those bolts that you may have seen that were laying around, they should be getting picked up and hauled around. That bed is going to be kind of annoying for a while. Only they'll slowly build beds. It's fine. It's fine. Let's build some more beds in here. How many beds do I have? Oh, I got 3. So put more bedrooms in here. We need bedrooms. There's a button for that. Anyone remember what it is? To see how your bedrooms are doing. I don't remember what it is. R? Oh yeah, Shift R. Is that what I want? No, that's not it. I don't remember. There's a way of looking at bedrooms. But, I mean, clearly we don't have enough bedrooms for how many people we have here. Okay. So, what's next? What else do we want to see here? We have a fort running. We don't really have any defense. We should probably make some cages. So the easiest defense that you can make for a fort is just throwing out a bunch of cages. And we're gonna take those cages. We're gonna put a bunch of mechanisms into them. I'm going into the mechanism shop and making a bunch of rock mechanisms. They're all gonna go with those cages. So we're gonna set the cages outside. They're gonna be open, and then with a mechanism, as soon as something steps into them, they close. So if goblins attack us, or if I think that I think it is Z. If I think it may catch elves, it'll catch animals and things in it that we can capture for a defense. We can also make weapon traps we can throw out there. We'll start with cage traps and we'll work our way up. Is it Z? And then I don't know how to see that, but you can see my numbers are now exact, thanks to Jim spending some more time inside. So now we can see we have exactly 30 seeds. We have no drinks. Why? For some reason. We have no armor. We have 57 armor. We can see the wealth of everything here. So no drinks. Be a problem. I think what it was is because whenever we ran out of barrels one time, so the still you can see has no job. So I'm going to go back to brewing drinks from plants and doing this over again, setting it up. Oh, hey. Yeah. Seeds of Resilience is on sale today. Over on chrono.gg. You can make ballistas. Yes. But we're not going to cover that. But yeah, we could set up like a ballista up right up here on top of our fortress right up here. And shoot ballista bolts at whatever intruders may come this way. We can do that at... Do that at the crafts dwarf? I don't really make a lot of those. No, it's... How do we do that? Cancels plant seeds need pump helmet spawn. Yeah. Take a look at our kitchen. We got 22 plump helmets. They should make them into... We should brew them... Oh, we'll brew them up again. We haven't been brewing anything, so we're not getting any spawn. We do have some. We have 10. What's he whining about? Are you whining about things? I never set this one up. Make some dimple cups. And some quarry bushes. Where I'm just going to have a random set of things. And sweet pods. Just give us stuff to... A, B, C... cave wheat, sure. Just give us some random things. And traps that you need to be careful with when trailing on the friendlies. They just can't be in the way. So I can't put cages in front here, otherwise the caravan can't get through. And you see how you have these ramps here? This is kind of an annoyance that we need to get rid of, which I should have done a long time ago. So we can hit D and Z, remove upstairs and ramps. I have a scratchy nose today. Is that what someone thinking about me? Is that what Z's what scratchy nose means? Or maybe it just means I have a scratchy nose. Okay, bowyer. We made those bows. Are we making those bolts still? Let's make a couple more wooden bolts. People only use them if they have quivers as well. And we could probably use... We can see the Z's are bones. But we can make... Let's see if we have any for a quiver. If we don't, it'll yell at us. But we'll try to make a leather quiver. Make me 3 of those. I don't think we have any, but we might. Get a DF series for this, even if it's only a short one. Yeah, we may be able to continue this thing. Okay. So we've got... Oh, you know what? Let me take a look. We had a bunch of new folks come in, and some of them may be good at jobs that others aren't. So, like a broker. I can replace this guy. And we've got, there we go. A broker needs to know how to, what's a broker need? A broker needs appraisal? I think. Usually the top guy is the one that does it the best. Judge of intent? Is that the broker? Yeah. This is the guy that needs to talk with the traders. I'm not sure which one we want to do. This guy has negotiator. I don't know who the best one is. It's appraiser. Okay. So we want to go with, I guess, Udil, the Militia Commander, is a good appraiser. Is that who's doing it right now? Yeah, I guess he's learned a little bit. So I guess we'll leave him there. And then Jim, are you the best one for the job? You're the same as Eteb now. You've learned how to do it. You had no skills before, but you're getting there. So we'll leave you there. Any new doctor dwarves? No, no one knows how to be a doctor. Judge of intent and negotiator are recommended. For broker. Judge of intent. There's Judge of intent. He's an expert Judge of intent. Negotiator. I think this is why we couldn't trade with these guys before, because we were terrible at this. Maybe we should put Locum in there, because he's got Persuader, he's got Negotiator, he's got Judge of intent. He's a comedian as well. He's a Consoler, Pacifier. Yeah, we'll put Locum in there. He can handle that job. And we're going to go... make this into a study for, I don't know if Locum needs one, but I'm going to give one to Locum. Locum, you need one? There you go. We also need to get that sheriff a job. We'll go down a couple levels here. A chair, I mean. Not dining room, we need a chair. Build a chair. You need more chairs. There we go, we saw the message there. Cancels make leather quiver because we're out of tanned hides. And cancels brew drink from plant needs plants. Cancel make of shells because we're out of shells. We have a lot of issues coming in here from being out of things. I don't have any. I don't have any. You know, if we'd be able to buy those plump helmets, we would have been fine. You do have enough. Don't tell me you can't. I know you can't. Brew drink plant. Just do it a bunch. Yeah, we can go look for caverns. So I suppose if you get, let's see, well, we got military set up, right? Military's good. Everyone understand military. We have a defense. We can fight things if we need to. We can always build a second squad if we have to. We're gonna go ahead and create a new squad, L, and make a whole, do it all over again. We want maybe a metal armor, folks. The golden ices will be like our melee squad, and we can do the same thing. And same thing. You can have folks over here will tell you if they're good at spears or mace or swords, and we can put them where they want. If they're already in a different squad, it'll tell me over there. But we can make a squad of melee folks. Another important thing for your military right now, no one's training. They're in the military, but they're not learning how to be any better in the military. If we want to set that up, we're going to do schedules. So there's a complicated part, but we go to M. I think we can actually do it in here. We can S to go to, I made those golden ices, but go to the Misty Ships and view schedule. So let's go look at that. All right, we don't want them training all the time because this is 5 of our dwarves. We would like them to be working some. So we're gonna go do a new order. I'm gonna cancel this. Actually, I guess I just edit this order. We want them to train, but we don't want all of them to train all the time. So we're gonna edit this order with E. And 10 is fine, but I would like only like 3 of them or so to manage at one time. That way we're not like not getting things done in the fortress. There's not enough of us around. Once we get a fortress with like with hundreds of dwarves, no problem, or 100 dwarves. So that's shift enter is done. So that's this month, the month of granite. Don't worry about the golden aces. This one, they'll be training 3 dwarves at a time. We can scroll down. We can see slate has changed back to 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say every other month I want them to train. So I will cancel that order X to say no order that month. And then in Fellsite, then I want you to do this one again. So I'm going to copy this order with C. And we'll move it down here and paste it. P. And so it's down to 3 now. You can see that. And we'll go every other one. Paste, 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 paste. And then all the opposite ones, we're going to cancel those. And I guess you could do, since I put this as only 3 of them training, I guess you could do it every one because it won't be, but we don't need all that. So it's fine. And you can also tell with you guys what they're doing. They can sleep in the room if they want to. They don't have to sleep in the barracks if they want to. When they are inactive, when they're not fighting, they're still going to be uniformed. They're still going to have their armor on at all times. And that's all there is to it for the most part. We can hit escape. Now they're not going to do that because it says their schedule is inactive. So I do want T. I want them to be active. So you can see Datan, Eteb, they've become spear dwarves. So they're going to go get their gear. A few of them will come in here. They'll do some training, which we need to set up this archery target to train. So we've got a squad now that will learn how to be a military. We may get some things in here where you'll hear noises and they're basically practicing. Let me go Q on this archer target. It's not made yet. It's designed, but we need masonry. We have a mason. Don't we have a mason? We have a mason. Barkoost. I'm zoomed to you. Are you not stoneworking? You're a mason. Why don't you get in there and do some jobs, buddy? Need someone to come by and look at that archery target and build it. We started working on this, smoothing this tile out. We didn't get very far, did we? We kind of got a little way. Get some metal helmets before you call our military good. Yeah. We've got some terrible military right now. We're not going to fight anything. We can fight off an elf that doesn't fight back. Maybe an animal. Maybe a bear comes by. We can fight that off. Maybe, clean out the wombats. It won't do much more than that, though. Like, if we get attacked by goblins, it probably won't do much. We just close the gate and pray. But it'll do something. But in time... Oh, there's music going on over here? Oh, those bards. Where are they? This guy? It says they're just talking, but it looks like they're singing to me. There's some praying going on. There's some mediating on hunting. You can see we've got our... Oh, we actually have some combat training. So somebody's coming in here to go teach Eteb and Stackwood how to shoot their bows. Waiting for someone to show up, I guess. Now go show Forgotten Beast. Yeah, Forgotten Beast. Yeah. Why is here? Let me adjust something here. So I'm gonna go this one. You can see I just watched him put a mug in this thing. I want mugs to be over here though. I don't want to have to walk all the way over here to get a mug to come back over this way. So I'm gonna go Q on the stockpile, and S, and we're gonna go find this finished goods. And I want them to not put goblets in there. Anything else can go, but no goblets. That way all the goblets will go into this stockpile here. Yeah, your first creature is gonna be a werebeast. So when a werebeast shows up, close the door. Close the door and hide. Don't let it bite you. Getting bit by a werebeast, as you would imagine, is bad for your health. Bad for your fortress too. I'm gonna put that on repeat and make some lavish meals. Do we have any? How are we looking on meals? We got one drink, which is bad. I mean, what? He was fine a minute ago. What happened to him? Who's visiting us? Human bard, Mim the bard. Yeah, you can also set up... I think I showed that a little bit. You can take from this one to give to that one. So that would be an easier way of doing that. Take from here. Or you can go here. This stockpile takes from this stockpile. We can go G. And then we can go over here and hit enter. So it'll carry those bugs over there. You can see the mugs. The mugs are back over here. I think we have a lack of bins. We need bins over here where these mugs are. So, let's make some wooden bins. A few more bins. Yeah, it's late, isn't it? Oh, I didn't mean to go this long. I was going to play a different game tonight, too. Okay. Well, what have we not covered for the basics? Make work orders. If I set work orders up, I'm just going to get a lot of people yelling at me because I'm going to run out of things managing that food. And until we can get a bigger farm, we might be having problems with that. We can build another farm over this way. Try to get some more plump helmets in here. Clothes making. I didn't do that. Yeah. I didn't do any of that. Yeah, so a few more of these things that you really want to do. We're gonna end it here. We may pick this up. We may do some of this tomorrow. I did the hospital. Hospital's good. I didn't do a well. So my river never freezes, but if your river does freeze, I think we'll have to do another video of this, and then we'll cover that kind of stuff. We'll go get into the pits, into the caves. We'll get all these other workshops that we didn't set up. Clothes, forge. There's not really any metal. There's deep metals here. We saw when we dug this thing out. I never made a farmer's workshop, which would be like shearing. If we had any alpacas or llamas, we can shear them and make wool. I don't think we have any yet. Maybe someone will bring some. Soap making is a very important thing because our hospital needs soap. So that's also a very important thing that we need to get into. But the basics are there. It is a fort. Let me go and build the last thing of the day. Last thing of the day is going to be a restraint. So restraint can just be a rope. We're going to set a restraint right there. Put a rope in there. And now we have a prison. It's very important that we have a prison. All right. We're going to call it here. So, thanks for watching. I think what I'll do is we'll do a deathmatch here in a minute. But we're going to end this one. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. When you save it, it kicks you out. There's so many things that we haven't gotten into. This is just like... We barely got into a fortress. But this is enough if you're a newbie and you've never played the game and you get to a point like this. Well, then I think that's decent. We've made it a year. That's pretty good. We're at about werebeast time. But there we go. Okay. Let's deathmatch. Let me turn this off. Oh, SoundSense. I didn't. So SoundSense. Okay, SoundSense. So this is a utility. You can go download SoundSense. Let me just type it in here. I think so SoundSense Dwarf Fortress. I'll put a link below. And you can just download SoundSense. And when you load up SoundSense, it'll ask you. Looks like this. And it'll ask you as you load it up. It takes a long time to load all the music into the game. And it'll ask you where your game log file is. The first time you load it up, it'll ask you where it's at. And it's going to be, it's in your Dwarf Fortress folder, wherever you put Dwarf Fortress, and it's right here. It's not there when you first install the game. It's not there. You have to start Dwarf Fortress up, and then that file appears. And then you can open SoundSense, and it'll say, where's the game log file? And you can point it to that spot. If for some reason, let me find my SoundSense. If for some reason your SoundSense doesn't ask you that, then you can come into wherever you've installed SoundSense, which is here, and you can open up your configuration file. And, well, not this way, in some sort of Word document. Open with WordPad. Within here, you make sure that it points here where it's pointing to. This is going to games, which I named my file 2020, and then gamelog.txt. So you make sure that it's pointing to that file. So there you go. And then when you open the game, you should get a little chime and makes it sure it works. I really like SoundSense. I think even on vanilla, it's very important to have because it, especially with ASCII, you really need, I need anyways, those little chimes and those noises to know that what's happening. So I hope that's a good start. That's a good beginning, at least, to Dwarf Fortress. We can go one more day and maybe go a little more intermediate. But by this time, if you've hit this point, then you don't really need a tutorial. I don't think you should really do a tutorial. I'm kind of against... this is a sandbox. You play the game however you want to do. I've heard a lot of folks that say when they go into a fortress, they'll just build a fortress that's solely based on farming. And that's all they worry about. Just making farm. Just making pump helmets, making pigtails, maybe going outside, just farming things and making food. And then that fort crashes. And then you go in and you make a fortress that's solely built around making furniture and carpentry shop. And so you just you learn all the different parts of the game. But always the Dwarf Fortress wiki is the big thing. So if you're like, well, how do I work a still? You go in there, type in still, and it shows you everything you can do with it and what buttons to push. But that's it. No more Dwarf Fortress until